Hi guys, welcome back to Dinner Made Easy with Dina, and I'm Dina. You've all seen these spaghetti recipes online on YouTube, so today I'm going to give it a try. I've been kind of holding out on it, but not anymore. So we're going to get this one pot spaghetti wonder going right now. So I'm doing just a little bit of prep. I'm chopping up one medium onion, and I'm just going to rough dice it, and we're going to be using that in our recipe, so I thought we'd just kick that out of the way right now. Next, I pulled my Dutch oven out and I put it on the burner at about a medium high so that it can start warming up. Then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil to the pan just to get that ground beef going. I have 1.5 pounds of ground beef. You can also add a pound of ground beef and 1/2 pound of Italian sausage if you'd like. Either way, this is what we used. Now I used 80/20 ground beef. You can use whatever you like. That's just what I happen to have on hand, and that's what I went with. So I'm going to stir it up and start breaking up that ground beef so that we get it in little tiny pieces as it's cooking. So like I said, this is all new to me, so I thought I would share it with you. I've never done it this way before. Today is a first, and we're going to see just how it turns out. So at this point is where you would add the sausage if you're going to add it. So the biggest thing we're doing right now is just cooking our meat, and we want to stir it every now and then to make sure that it's going to be browned evenly and it will be completely cooked by the time we get ready to put our onions into this little mix here. So, hey, listen, if you guys are enjoying the video, hit that thumbs up for me. I'd really appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. It does not cost you a thing and helps me a ton. It's starting to look like it's cooking really well. And by the way, I used my Dutch oven so that I could just use this pot and put it all into the oven. So make sure you're using an oven-safe pot. Okay, so now it's time to get those onions in there, and we're going to just stir those onions in. And the biggest thing we're going to do with this is we're going to make sure that these onions get nice and tender, and I'm going to share with you how we're going to do that. But the next thing that we're going to do before we go too far into this, is we're going to go ahead and add some garlic to this. And I'm adding about a tablespoon of garlic, and I'm just using the pre-chopped garlic. You can use the fresh if you want to. If you don't like garlic or onions, feel free to leave those out and make it your spaghetti, okay? Just make it your way so that everybody's going to enjoy your spaghetti. But you're going to see a few things that we do here that's going to help it cook in the oven. Now, before we go too much further, we're going to hit this with a little bit of Lawry's seasoning salt, because the salt will help those onions release some of that liquid as it's starting to cook into the meat. So we're going to give that a nice little stir, and make sure you're scraping the bottom as you're stirring. You want to get all those nice little flavor bits off of the bottom, and that onion and salt will also help get that off the bottom. Then we're going to take the lid and we're going to cover it, and we're going to let it cook for about 5 minutes until those onions are nice and soft before we move to the next step. So I used about a teaspoon of Lawry's seasoning salt. I tend to season with love, which means I just kind of measure it with my eye. I know it's confusing. Okay, so now we're going to give it a stir, and it's smelling really good right about now. We don't even have all the spices in it yet, but oh my goodness. Make sure that you're scraping that bottom as you're stirring it, because it's really important that we don't lose any of the flavor that's building in that pot. Next thing is I'm using about 4 tablespoons of chili sauce. And of course, I just opened it so it doesn't want to come out of the jar. And yeah, you're going to see. Here we go. Yep. So right there was about 3 tablespoons worth that went in there, and I added 1 more, because I think 4 was about right for what I wanted the flavor to come out to be like. So I'm just going to stir that in and let that chili sauce cook in. Now you can use tomato paste if you want to use tomato paste. That's wonderful for building the flavor as well. But that chili paste to me adds just a little bit of sweetness to it, which really helps build flavors. Now the next ingredient I'm coming in with is some beef bouillon base. I usually have better than bouillon on hand, but this time I didn't. So I used about 2 tablespoons of bouillon, and I'm stirring that in. And it's just the regular bouillon. My Maggie's bouillon, I believe, is what I use. It's what I happen to have on hand, so I went with that. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm adding 1 28-ounce can of crushed tomatoes. And these are wonderful crushed tomatoes. And we're going to follow that up with 1 whole can of water. And we're going to give that a little bit of a stir. And I always use my wooden spoons. I absolutely love them, and they don't scrape up my pans. So I'm just gotten used to them. I love them. Next, we've got some basil, and I used about 3 tablespoons of that freeze-dried basil, and that is wonderful for building the flavors. And then I used about a teaspoon of oregano. I had some dry oregano on hand, so that's what I went with. And at this point, if you have other seasonings you enjoy, go ahead and throw those in. I'm adding some red pepper flakes as well because we like a little kick to our spaghetti. So I went in with some of that. And I have some sugar. So that was about 1/4 cup of sugar. And that is going to help tone down the acidity in those tomatoes. And we're going to just stir this, and we're going to let this simmer for a while on top of the stove before we go to the next step. And when I say for a while, I think I had this simmering about 15 minutes before we moved on to the next step. But of course, we're going to have to taste this sauce just to see how it's building. And that's pretty good. However, we needed to add a little onion powder. I'm always add onion powder. I just can't help myself. And a little sea salt. And really be careful with your salts as you're going with this, since it does have beef bouillon in it. Okay, so I preheated my oven to 425 while this was simmering. So it would be up to temperature when we get ready to put it into the oven. Now we've had this simmering for about 15 minutes. We're going to give it a good stir, and it is smelling absolutely delicious. So the important thing is we want to make sure that we bring this up to a boil before we add our noodles. Now I already have some pre-cut noodles, as you can see, and I'm going to just lay those into the pot kind of willy-nilly. I'm following the instructions of what I read to do, so this is exactly what I did. Now I'm using almost the whole box of noodles. It says 12 ounces, but you know what? I think I went in with about 14. I could have used the whole box, so don't be shy about it. Go ahead and put the whole box in if you want to. It's 16 ounces, and it would have been just fine doing the whole box. But I put them in as per what I saw the recipe say, and then I'm just going to kind of use my spoon and just kind of try to put them in the sauce a little bit without really stirring it too much, as you can see, because that's why the sauce is a little runny, because of the noodles. And here we go. We got it into the oven, and we're going to just let that stay. Here we go. Make sure we poke it down a little bit. Now, they're not all probably going to go all the way down. Don't worry about that. You'll catch them when you go to stir up the sauce. Okay, we're going to check on this. It's been about 10 minutes, and we're going to give this a good stir. Now, the total cooking time that I had mine cooking for was 20 minutes. So that I want to make sure I'm sharing with you. 425 for 20 minutes, and then we're going to give it a stir. And then this was at 10 minutes. Okay, so I'm giving it a nice stir, and then see how thick it's getting already? I'm telling you guys, I was really skeptical, but I'm not skeptical anymore. So I gave this a little bit of a stir, back in the oven for another 10 minutes with it. See? And it's really doing a good job. Those noodles aren't sticking together. That's the part I was worried about. But listen, guys, it didn't stick. It really turned out well. I gotta tell you guys, I'm so glad I tried this. Okay, it's ready, and here it is. I'm just setting it on the counter, and I'm going to show you. Oh my, look at that. This spaghetti came out really well. I mean, look at that. All of the sauce is absorbed into those noodles, and it wasn't runny. It was absolutely perfect. And I'm just can't wait to try it. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and make a serving, and I'm going to try it before I let my husband try any of it. And I know he's just kind of off to the side going, wait a minute, where's mine? I said, you got to wait until I try it. It might not be what you think, so let me try it first. Okay, so here it is all plated up. Let's give this a taste. Okay, here we go. We're going to taste this. I muted the original sound because there was just too much background noise. So I'm trying it without Parmesan cheese first. And I'm telling you, that was amazing. It was really, really good. Now we're going to grab some Parmesan cheese and we're going to top that off and we're going to give that another try because I love Parmesan cheese on my spaghetti. And I'm telling you, I am just shocked at how good this came out. It was absolutely wonderful. Oh man, this was so good. Yep, that's a winner, you guys. That's an absolute winner. Give this a try. You got to try it this way. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.